Welcome back to episode 2 of the bow repair. This has been left overnight to cure for a full 24 hours, and now I'm ready to start thinking about removing these former pieces which we used to mould the shape of the bow. And let's just have a look at what we've got underneath here. We can see here we've got a nice shape that conforms to the existing shape. And masking tape we should be able to remove to a certain extent. Just do the other side. Now, very importantly, I showed the use of peel ply here. Peel ply is a really fundamental part of working with epoxy. Any amine blush occurs on the surface of the peel ply, and we rip it away when we rip the peel ply away. Amine blush is a byproduct of the curing process, and you must remove it before you sand, before you try to apply any further coats of epoxy. It's very, very important because it will contaminate the surface of your work. Using peel ply, and peel ply is very inexpensive, that completely obviates the use of removing the amine blush because it removes with the peel ply itself. So I'm now going to remove this peel ply and have a look at what we've got underneath. You can see already we're starting to have a smile on our face because we're looking at quite a well executed repair that's quite fair already, but we're going to do some more work on this. We haven't quite followed the shape of the bow here, but we're going to grind that back and fair that in and look at how we finish this repair off. I'm wearing gloves, goggles, I'm wearing a mask, and I've got a full Tyvek oversuit. I'm now going to reshape this repair. In other words, I'm going to fair it in place using a combination of a grinder and a sanding machine and some abrasive paper. Okay, we're at the stage now where we've completed the structural component of our repair. We've got to do one final thing to finish this off, which will give us a very, very sturdy base for the final cosmetic part of the finishing. And that is to brush coat this repair with a single coat of white pigmented epoxy. That will seal this repair and give us a really good primer coat for our final finish. I've already dusted off this repair and prepared it, making sure that I haven't made any finger contact with it or contaminated the surface. This will ensure that I get a really good coating over here. Before I do anything, I'm going to make sure I put my gloves on, avoiding skin contact, and I'm going to make sure that I've got some eye protection. Very good health and safety measures. I'm now going to metre out 1 pump of resin and 1 pump of hardener. Just coming back to the quantity of materials we've used on this repair, this is actually the 3rd pump of resin, the 3rd pump of hardener that I've used. So it's really not a lot of material that I've used to conduct this repair. Then I'm going to add my white pigment, and we add our pigment less than 5% to the mixed epoxy, 5% by weight. And then I'm going to simply brush coat this on to the surface. You see that's a nice white pigmented colour. It's so important to abrade this final well-cured epoxy coating. 2-component paint and polyester gel coat will bond very, very well to a thoroughly cured epoxy coating. You can also see that given a little bit of patience and a logical order of steps, a lot of different people could do this work. You could too. Make sure you have a go.